Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmidt, this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching Dead Poets Society. What do you know about this movie?
This won our drama Patreon poll.
So we'd like to thank our patrons for voting for this to win our drama Patreon poll.
And it's Robin Williams.
Yeah, that's about all I know also.
And it's Dead Poets Society. It's a society about dead poets.
Oh.
Where I had, when I put it on the poll before, I'd put like an apostrophe that it was like the Dead Poets Society.
What is it? I'm not following your logic at all.
As like a possessive, like it's the Dead Poets Society. But this is just a Dead Poet Society.
So it's not Dead's Poet Society, it's Dead Poet Society?
No.
No, yeah, it's Dead Poets Society.
It's a society about dead poets, not the Dead Poets Society.
Right. Now I understand. So it's just because even when I said it, I think I said Dead's with like.
Oh.
I think I
like
said Dead's Poet
person?
Society. Oh no, not like Dead's is the person. Like I put the apostrophe S as well. I did Dead's Poet Society.
But why'd you put it on the dead? It would be on the poets.
You're right. So what was if I say Dead's Poet Society?
Then you're saying Dead's
like,
as a person.
Yeah, it's like Dead's Poet Society.
Yeah, like there's a guy named Dead and he is a poet society.
Or it's like the Undead Poet Society.
But it's so bad.
It's Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poets Society.
So it's a society about dead poets.
Yeah, but it's not their society.
It's not the Dead Poet Society. It's alive people like Robin Williams talking about dead poets.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now I know a lot more about this movie than I did a minute ago.
Yeah, that was a really roundabout way to get to this film being
about
probably
poets.
like a club.
Yeah, so it's like it's a poet club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
With Robin Williams.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Well, I'm excited to see more about the Dead Poet Society. Dead Poets Society. So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie.
Shoulders back.
Peter Weir. Who's that?
I don't know.
Name sounds familiar.
What are the four pillars?
Tradition, honor, discipline, excellence.
Last year we graduated 51.
Wow.
75% of those went on to the Ivy League.
Dang. Such a young Ethan Hawke.
I didn't even realize that was him.
Mr. John Keating, himself an honors graduate.
Oh.
You have some big shoes to fill, young man. Your brother was one of our finest.
No pressure.
Expect great things from you this year.
Thank you, sir.
Well, he won't disappoint us.
Everyone seems like under a lot of pressure.
Do your lessons.
I wouldn't want to go there either. I don't blame you, kid.
My brother went here. Oh, so you're that Henderson.
Damn, reputation.
Yeah.
Meeks, door, closed. Yes, sir.
All right, so there's a pecking order.
Oh, this is Todd Anderson. Nice to meet you. Shirley Dalton.
Is he the bad boy?
I've decided that you should drop the school annual.
Father, I can't. It wouldn't be fair.
Fellas, would you excuse us for a moment?
Seems like Red Foreman, all right?
After you finish medical school and you're on your own, then you can do as you damn well please. But until then, you do as I tell you.
What a psycho dad.
Yeah, it seems like if he had to drop something, maybe he could have picked.
Right.
So what are you gonna do then? What I have to do? Drop the annual. I don't care. I don't give a damn about any of it.
I think you care a lot. I wonder how insanely expensive this school probably is.
Agricolas?
Agricolis.
Man, I'm already ready to blow my brains out.
Failing to turn in any homework assignment, penalized 1 point off their final grade.
Damn. I would fail.
Yeah, you never did your homework.
Never.
Expecting this to be a much different class.
Yeah, a Robin Williams class.
Yeah.
This same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying.
The Latin term for that sentiment is carpe diem.
Oh, I used to say that during football.
Because we are food for worms, lads. Each and every one of us in this room is one day going to stop breathing.
Damn, what a first day.
Did they wait until it was too late to make from their lives even one iota of what they were capable? These boys are now fertilizing daffodils.
Jeez.
You can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Go on, lean in.
Is he saying Carpe Diem?
Yeah.
Make your lives extraordinary.
Man, I can already tell this movie's gonna make me feel so terrible about myself. Existential crisis.
Coming to the study group tonight?
No.
Who's writing this? Okay.
Ready, Overstreet?
Ready to go, sir.
Damn, his dad is the headmaster? Uh-oh, hormones.
Mrs. Danbury?
Well, he's the spitting image of his father, isn't he? How is he? Come on in.
Oh, so that wasn't his dad.
No, just dropped him off.
Oh, sex.
Yes.
To Queen Sex.
Okay, I was interested to see what study group would be.
Yeah.
It's not much. Oh, some people are studying.
Think I can get in there? You've been hugging it all day.
Women.
It's in love.
A girl this beautiful in love with such a jerk.
All the good ones go for jerks. You know that.
Let's go.
Did you see her naked? Very funny, dog.
At dinner?
A sonnet by Byron might score high on the vertical, thereby revealing the poem to be truly great.
Is this subjective or objective?
Evaluate poems in this manner grows, so will your enjoyment and understanding of poetry.
Seems like hot garbage.
We're not laying pipe. We're talking about poetry. I like Byron. I give him a 42, but I can't dance to it. Now I want you to rip out that page. Rip out the entire page.
Those books are expensive.
Rip it out.
Just boobies.
I want to hear nothing but ripping of Mr. Pritchard. We'll perforate it. Put it on a roll.
What the hell is going on here?
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here.
I am. Powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
Some deep stuff.
Yeah, I wonder how many feathers he's gonna ruffle.
Only in their dreams can men be truly free.
Tennyson?
No, Keating.
What a battle of the minds.
Thigh Man and the Dead Poets Society. Man most likely to do anything.
Thigh man? Does that mean he's just into thick thighs?
I doubt it.
What's the Dead Poets Society?
I doubt the present administration would look too favorably upon that.
What was it?
Band?
The dead poets were dedicated to sucking the marrow out of life. We'd let poetry work its magic.
There's a bunch of guys sitting around reading poetry.
Spirits soared, women swooned, and gods were created, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Perry, for this stroll down Amnesia Lane. Burn that.
He's definitely captivating them.
Oh yeah.
Dead Poets Society.
Gonna form their own Dead Poet Society.
Come on, Docs. It'll help you get Chris.
Yeah?
Women swoon. Why do they swoon?
It's gonna go read her poetry. Or maybe write some poetry for her.
For God's sake, stop chattering and sit down.
Damn, what class is this with all those firearms?
Keating said that everybody took turns reading, and I don't want to do that.
Can he not read?
Maybe he has a stutter or something?
What if you just came and listened?
That's not how it works.
Forget how it works.
Make your own rules.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Neil. Neil.
Oh, shut up, will you?
That's a buzzkill. Oh, someone give him this book?
Yeah, where'd he get that?
I thought that was the book from class. It's gonna make him so tired the next day.
It's such a fun, adventure for them.
Yeah.
They're just, cooped up.
Yeah, their school is so boring. This is a nice outlet.
I'm a dead poet.
Damn, hit his head?
And this old lady who had a passion for jigsaw puzzles.
Are they just telling scary stories now? What about the poetry?
You gotta ease into it.
Oh.
Oh.
Jeez.
Then I had religion. Then I had a vision. I could not turn from their revel in derision.
They're having a great time.
Yeah. Pretty successful first time.
Yeah.
Oh, Titus, bring your friend hither. But if any of you have seen Mr. Marlon Brando, let me rest.
He always brings his style to anything.
I would like you to compose a poem of your own, an original work. Mr. Anderson, don't think that I don't know that this assignment scares the hell out of you.
Dang, called him out in front of everyone. He's definitely creating a lot of free thinking.
Radio Free America.
They do offer a lot of extracurriculars.
Yeah. I only got the first 2 lines.
Same.
And it was already kind of sad.
I'm gonna be an actor. Ever since I can remember, I wanted to try this. I even tried to go to summer stock auditions last year, but...
I don't think your dad's gonna let you take on.
Not a chance.
Why don't you just call him and ask him, and maybe he'll say yes.
That's a laugh.
Didn't share the same level of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I can take care of myself just fine. All right?
No.
Dang. Not giving up.
Give me... Neil, give that back. You're dreaming of it. I'm sure... You see the camera? Hey.
Ooh, going on a hot date?
Just the public high school?
Yeah, right? She seems kind of happy.
I want you all to come over here and take a slip of paper and line up single file. To Pitts. Rise above your name.
Damn.
Oh, to struggle against great odds, to meet enemies undaunted.
Now go on! Yes!
Make it more epic.
Oh, to have life henceforth the poem of new joys.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
so bad.
Let it fill your soul. To indeed be a god!
Charlie, I got the part!
No way.
Wow.
Charlie, I got it! Good for you, Neil.
They need a letter of permission from Father and Mr. Nolan.
Ooh, forgery.
This is great.
Nice.
I hope he gets to do it.
Right? I mean, he's putting a lot of thought into his original poem.
Chris.
Chris?
I see a sweetness in her smile.
Oh. Thought it was a boy.
Good effort. Touched on one of the major themes. Love. Mr. Hopkins, you were laughing. You're up.
Nice. Let's see how good yours is.
The cat sat on the mat.
Okay, F.
You're the first poem to ever have a negative score on the Pritchard scale. We're not laughing at you, we're laughing near you. Just don't let your poems be ordinary.
Damn, called him ordinary.
Come on, Todd, step up. Let's put you out of your misery.
Do it.
I didn't do it. I didn't write a poem.
Come on, you spent so much time.
I think you have something inside of you that is worth a great deal. W. Uncle Walt. Again.
Dang, it's always Walt.
A yelp is a loud cry or yell. Gotta get in yelping stance.
Gotta do something.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Oh, that's a mouse. Come on, louder.
Y'all.
Oh, good God, boy, yell like a man.
There it is.
A sweaty tooth madman.
Good God, boy, there's a poet in you after all. There, close your eyes.
A sweaty tooth madman with a stare that pounds my brain.
Oh, that's excellent.
I like this.
From the moment we enter crying to the moment we leave dying, it'll just cover your face as you wail and cry.
Wow.
We got a poet.
Don't you forget this.
I loved that.
Yeah, that was great.
What is that, Neil?
It's a lamp, Meeks. It's the god of the cave.
The god of the cave.
Oh, it's gotta be so loud. Now it's nice.
Saxophone is more sonorous.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, I had no idea what you're saying.
I've been calm all my life. I'm gonna do something about that.
What are you gonna do?
I wanna call her.
Oh, yeah.
Good job.
The Danberries will hate me. My parents will kill me.
We're talking to a girl?
Well, probably that girl.
Would I like to come to a party? Well, sure. Okay, great. She was gonna call me.
Is that what she said?
You don't really think she means you're going with her?
That's not the point at all.
What is the point?
Yeah.
That she was thinking about me. I've only met her once, and already she's thinking about me.
Okay. Maybe if the boyfriend ends up being like an asshole or something.
Your own way of striding, pacing, any direction, anything you want. Gentlemen, the courtyard is yours.
I mean, sometimes the road less traveled just fucking sucks compared to the other road.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Isn't this the same desk?
Yeah, they gave me the same thing as last year.
Maybe they thought you needed another one.
Maybe they weren't thinking about anything at all.
Yeah, damn.
If I were ever going to buy a desk set twice, I would probably buy this one.
I should do something cool, like set it on fire.
This desk set wants to fly. Todd?
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry. You'll get another one next year.
Oh my.
Girls?
Watch your step.
Who brought girls here?
Meet Gloria and...
Tina.
Not gonna get far with Tina.
Hello, Chris?
It's a party.
Now, how the hell is old Mutt anyway? To the mighty Mutt. To mighty Mutt.
Oh, he's gonna get hammered.
Is that just like moonshine?
It is. Hell of a guy, old brother Mutt.
At least, I thought they were gonna beat him up or something.
She walks in beauty like the night. There's plenty more where that came from.
Oh no. How many drinks did you have?
Oh, he's gonna do something stupid.
Just sit in the middle of them? Uh-oh, who's passed out on the couch? No, dude, this is assault. Okay, stop there. That's already super creepy.
I just feel like her boyfriend's gonna lose it.
Knox,
Build up your girl.
What are you doing? No, it
Chet,
doesn't
I know
matter.
this looks
Leave
bad.
it alone.
Yeah, Chet, beat the shit out of him.
Chet, you hurt him.
Good. I'm sorry. Next time I see you, you die.
I'm on Chet's side. What the fuck was that?
Me and Pitts are working on a hi-fi system. I might be going to Yale, but I might not.
Don't you guys miss having girls around here?
I published an article in the school paper in the name of the dead poets,
What?
demanding girls be admitted to Welton. So we can all start beating her.
Stop beating off.
This could mean trouble. You don't speak for the club.
If they catch me, I'll tell them I made it up.
Uh-oh, they look real mad.
This is your only chance to avoid expulsion from this school.
Dang.
Welton Academy, hello? It's God. He says we should have girls at Welton.
Oh. What a move.
Wipe that smirk off your face. Assume the position.
What?
Spanking him?
You definitely enjoy this.
One,
I thought you wanted to expel him, not slap his bottom.
turn everybody in, apologize to school, and all will be forgiven.
Charlie.
The name is Nwanda.
So they don't have to worry.
No.
May we have a word, Mr. Keating?
Yeah, the dead poets are back.
I always thought the idea of education was to learn to think for yourself.
At these boys' age, not on your life. Prepare them for college, and the rest will take care of itself.
What were they thinking when they hired him?
Yeah.
See, there's a time for daring, and there's a time for caution. And a wise man understands which is called for.
Okay.
Being expelled from school is not daring to me, it's stupid. Like, if nothing else, the opportunity to attend my classes. Got it, Ace?
Aye, Captain.
That was nice.
Phone call from God. If it had been collect, that would have been daring.
Going to his play?
Oh, maybe.
I want to see him act. Oh!
I thought I'd surprise you. I've gotten all A's in every
I wasn't going to
class.
find out.
Wow.
You made a liar out of me, Neil.
If he has straight A's, what's the problem?
I don't care if the world comes to an end tomorrow night. You are through with that play. Is that clear?
No.
Just do it anyways.
Yeah.
I made a great many sacrifices to get you here, Neil. And you will not let me down.
He has straight A's.
Have you ever told your father what you just told me about your passion for acting? You ever showed him that?
I can't. I can't talk to him this way.
And you're acting for him, too.
Oh. Dang.
It's not a whim for you. You prove it to him by your conviction and your passion. If he still doesn't believe you, well, by then you'll be out of school and you can do anything you want.
He's almost done.
What about the play? The show's tomorrow night.
And you have to talk to him before tomorrow night.
Look, I acted like a jerk, and I know it.
Forget it.
Oh, what are you doing?
Nothing. What do you mean, nothing?
No. But I did it.
I mean, good.
She was just so uncomfortable.
Like, I haven't noticed her show him the slightest amount of affection at any point.
Did you talk to your father?
He didn't like it one bit. But at least he's letting me stay in the play.
Oh.
I think he's gonna let me stay with acting.
I feel like he's lying.
You told him what you told me?
Yeah. Keep up the schoolwork.
Did he really?
Yeah, I don't know if you talked to him or not. The reaction.
Oh, come on, Charlie. The girls are waiting.
Are there girls waiting? Oh, okay.
Chris.
Were we way off base?
Go ahead, guys. I'll catch up. Yeah, come on, guys.
They're like, hey, she's real.
Oh, but it's fine.
Right? It's fine for you to just show up?
Max, you have got to stop this stuff.
I can't, Chris. I love you.
You don't even know me.
Yeah, you had one dinner with this girl, and it wasn't even just with her.
You come with me tonight, and then if you don't want to see me again, I swear I'll bow out. Dead Poet's Honor.
What is that?
Yes, what are you saying?
You are so infuriating.
The most unbelievable romance I've ever seen.
Here comes Oberon.
And you're my mistress. Would that you were gone. Such separation as may well...
Uh-oh. Is he gonna stop the play?
Come on, Neil. Here's your round. Let's go.
Come on, Neil. Act your heart out. What is this story about? I've never read A Midsummer's Night Dream.
Have you not?
If we shadows have offended,
Oh, God.
we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call.
Well, I think it was worth it, regardless of what his dad thinks.
Yeah.
You left even me speechless.
You have to stay in the car. Keating, you stay away from my son.
Mr. Perry, come on.
Don't make it any worse than it is.
This has nothing to do with Keating.
No. How dare my son get straight A's and have a hobby?
Get the lead.
I'm not going to let you
I've
waste
got
them.
to tell you what I feel.
What?
I've been so worried.
What? Tell me what you feel.
Come on.
Stand up to your dad.
Is it more of this acting business?
Nothing.
Come on.
Well, then let's go to bed.
It was really good.
I mean, maybe if he was like failing his classes and all he was doing was acting, then I could be like, all right, shape up. Be straight A's.
It seems more like about control.
Yeah, it's just control. You just run away.
Honestly, that's what I kind of thought he was going to do.
Now It's getting kind of weird.
A gun?
Oh no. Oh shoot, is he gonna take his own life?
Neil! Oh,
Wait, you see something?
it was like smoke.
Oh no.
Stop it!
Jeez. That was filmed in such a horrific way.
Neil's dead.
This just took such a turn.
Just like how fragile life is. Like he was almost like the leader of this crew, always happy and excited, and in 1 second didn't see a way out.
It's all right, Todd. It's okay. It's okay.
Like that night should have just been the happiest night of his life, not his last.
At the request of Neil's family, I intend to conduct a thorough inquiry into this matter.
What?
Inquiry? It was the dad. Here's your inquiry.
And if you guys are smart, you will do exactly what I did and cooperate.
What? You snitched?
Mr. Keating, of course, the captain himself. I mean, you guys didn't really think he could avoid responsibility, did you?
What?
Mr. Keating put us up to all this crap, didn't he? That is not true, Cameron.
Yeah, fuck Cameron.
Let Keating fry.
Yes, fuck this guy up.
You can't save Keating, but you can save yourselves.
Wow.
Yeah, they should take turns punching him.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing they didn't already know.
Disappointment.
Both in and out of the classroom encouraged Neil Perry to follow this obsession with acting.
No.
It was Mr. Keating's blatant abuse of his position as teacher.
I mean, they do need a scapegoat. Damn, everyone signed it already?
This just turned so quickly.
Yeah. There's no, like, happy ending in sight.
I came for my personals. Should I come back after class?
Get them now, Mr. Keating. Gentlemen, turn to page 21 of the introduction.
I don't have the introduction.
Oh, yeah.
They made everybody
Quiet, Mr.
sign
Anderson.
it. You gotta believe me, it's true.
I do believe you, Todd.
Leave, Mr. Keating. I said leave, Mr. Keating.
Don't leave. He's about to have a heart attack.
Glad he got to say something to him.
Yeah. Oh.
Captain, my captain.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson. Sit down. All of you. I want you seated. Sit down.
His lesson's stuck.
Thank you, boys.
Jeez. All right. That was Dead Poets Society. What'd you think?
That was so much different than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. It was very inspiring at moments and then very dark for the rest of it.
Yeah, I also anticipated a lot more of Robin Williams in the film.
Yeah, he was actually like relatively reserved. There was a few moments where like Robin Williams kind of came out when he was kind of doing like impersonations. But for the most part, he had a back seat to this, even though he kind of like drove the car. Whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, he influenced like everything that happened, minus the one thing that he's being accused of in this film. You know, he was the inspiration for stepping outside the box and thinking like with your individuality.
Right.
Versus, you know, conforming.
And it wasn't in some like anarchy, rebellion type of way. It was about like passion and love and heart. You know, it's not like any of the kids were like turning into disasters in other classrooms or for other teachers.
No.
I mean, there was like the little funny outburst, Nuwanda or whatever, who like the whole like, oh, God's calling you on the phone. Like that was the only kind of like outburst. And you can chalk that up to just a horny teenage boy wanting girls to be around him.
Yeah.
That was it. So it's like this idea of like free thinking, it wasn't to the point of like them becoming idiots in other aspects.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was all good. Like, it felt good. It felt good to see them coming out of their shells and getting to do things that they were passionate about, like acting. But I was expecting like just more screen time for Robin Williams.
Yeah, exactly.
But what he did have, the screen time he did have, it was so important and so effective. And I just always have like a huge smile on my face watching Robin Williams. He's just like so infectious.
Yeah.
But the kids were all fantastic. Obviously, we saw a couple of familiar faces, Ethan Hawke, Robert Sean Leonard, who...
House.
Yeah, from House is how I know him. I don't know if we've seen him otherwise on the channel.
No, probably not. And some of the other actors definitely had like familiar faces.
Yeah, absolutely. There was one of them that I was like...
Not the tall one. It was
No.
one of the two. They almost looked like twins. The one was Charlie. He was the one who like painted his face. And then the other one was Knox, who I think Knox was the one with the girl.
Yeah, I think it was maybe Knox that looked really familiar.
Yeah, like a grown-up.
Yeah, like an older version of him. So
Right.
I'll have to look. Josh Charles. But it was awesome. I wasn't expecting like kind of like a coming of age type of film. It obviously took a crazy turn with Neil. We said right from the beginning, just like the insane amount of pressure that all of these guys were under.
Oh, yeah.
At this school and with their parents. It just felt like they didn't have any free thinking for themselves. It was just like study, study, study. And even their study groups, like, you know, they would try to have like a little bit of fun. There was also studying happening, and it was like, what are you doing? The guys that were working on the radio, it's like, are you building a radio? It's like,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
And that's science. Like,
Yeah.
there were so many confusing times, at least in my perspective, of like the fact that these are not troublemaker kids. Like, they are not fucking their life up or doing any, like, all of them probably still had straight A's. And it's like you said, like, oh my God, they're building a radio? How like mischievous of them. Or like, wow, he's in a play? God, crucify him. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy to see all of these kids still be wildly successful, yet like before the introduction of Keating, everything was just so tight. Like, it was just ready to burst. And he kind of came in and let them relax a little bit and be kids. Like, they are still kids.
Yeah, and he brought them out of their shell. I mean, specifically with Todd.
Yeah.
He clearly didn't want to read his, like, read out loud in general, but read his poetry, even though he worked his butt off, like, for the entire weekend to come up with something. And then he turned out to be extremely talented on the spot, coming up with that poetry with Keating's help. Him also, like, with his lessons, just letting them be outside, like outside the classroom. It just because something seemed like unorthodox in terms of this school.
Right.
Like, it was so sad to see how it all turned out. Obviously, putting the pressure on these children to turn on Keating, and the obvious, for us at least, seeing this, that Mr. Perry was the whole reason that Neil just felt this, like, I guess, like, impending doom, like, for his life. There was no path forward for him.
No, he felt, at least in that moment, that he lost control of his own life. And unfortunately, he thought that the only way he could get control back was by taking his life.
Yeah, I mean, saying 10 more years, like, that was just so much dread in his voice, just thinking about not being able to do anything when, you know, he had Keating telling him, like, you're almost 18, like, you're almost out of here, like, you can do what you want to do. And for him to have done so well in his show, he got a standing ovation, people were yelling for him, like, he did such a fantastic job, and it felt good. And he was doing something that he loved. So the whole thing was just really sad.
Yeah.
To watch that happen. And then on top of that, for Cameron to just basically let the school start this like campaign against Keating.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they were probably going to go in that direction anyways.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately that is the situation. It's terrible publicity for a high profile school to have one of their students under so much stress and pressure take their life that they had to find an inquiry that, oh, there must be another reason. Like that was ridiculous for like the Perry family to be like, we have to get to the bottom of this. It's like, come on, you know your son took his life because of you, but you have to find some other wild reason. So the school is going to come down on the brand new teacher and, oh, there you go, all the blame is now out of our system.
Yeah, that was very strange to me. I could see the school like, you know, wanting to cover their tracks or whatever, but the fact that the Perry family was like, yeah, we need to look into this, it's like, what?
Well, I mean, he was a shit person, so obviously he's still going to remain a shit person. It's not like he's suddenly going to have a change of heart and realize that he should have let his son live a little.
Yeah.
Especially when Neil was dominating in school. He was one of the best students. And I feel like that's such a harsh reality, is that on the outside, Neil seemed to be one of the happiest. He was like a leader for these people. Other people looked up for him. There was multiple times like when Neil would get Todd out of his shell and make him feel better, like especially the birthday moment. Neil was such a caring, compassionate, talented, smart person that on the outside don't think of them as someone who would be susceptible to something as tragic as this. But sometimes you really just don't know until it's too late. And sometimes all it takes is just one bad night for a terrible decision. So that was just harsh to see, as harsh reality. This movie didn't really pull any punches with that, and it dramatically affected the outcome of everyone and the movie. This kind of ends on like a high note. Not really though. Like, I feel like the ending with all of the kids on the chairs, it kind of gives Keating the understanding that, okay, this isn't my fault, because I'm sure Keating was beating himself up to a certain degree.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he built this close relationship with all of these kids, and he had a one-on-one conversation with Neil regarding his dad and the play and all of that. And I'm sure he felt like a sense of pride in the fact that they were taking so much interest in poetry.
Right.
He felt very close to these kids. So obviously to hear the news and then to start essentially being blamed for this, I'm sure he was taking it extremely hard.
Yeah.
So the moment that we got to see Todd kind of stand up and shout out to him, I feel like it was just so important and needed. Obviously, it was still a very sad ending to the story, but it just gave Keating like a little bit of hope that this wasn't on you.
I think it was important for Keating and also for the students, because they obviously felt bad that they had to, you know, sign this document blaming Keating.
Right.
But I go back to the moment where Keating kind of came in after the whole phone stunt, where he was like, he said obviously in much more brilliant
eloquent
words
way.
and in an eloquent way, but it was something like, you gotta pick your battles.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a battle where I think Keating is not going to hold anything against these students for doing what they had to do, as difficult as it was. So it was nice for the students to be like, look, we're still with you, but this is just the situation that played out.
Yeah, I mean, like you said during the film, they brought their parents in. Like, they made it near impossible for them to not sign. Like, once they really got like one or two signatures, what are you gonna do at that point?
Right. Which again, it kind of goes into like the whole like walking in the crowd type of thing, where everyone was kind of walking in sync, and sometimes that's needed. So it's like, this was a situation where it's unfortunate, but the kids kind of set themselves up to not get too much damage on themselves. Unfortunately, Keating kind of had to fall on the sword, but I also think Keating would have wanted it that way anyways, because again, you have to kind of pick your battles. This is not a situation where I think Keating would have wanted all of these kids to get expelled or something.
No, I mean, he wanted what was best for them, and he talked about missing his girlfriend in London, and
yeah, fuck this school.
Yeah, he had a lot of things going for him still, but I'm happy with the way that turned out at the end, just in them supporting Keating.
Yeah.
like publicly.
Right, in front of that asshole old guy.
Yeah.
So, a very interesting movie. Lots of different feelings and emotions. There was a lot of inspirational moments. There was a lot of real great dialogue. I mean, primarily because of all of the poetry, but really heavy themes and dark in a lot of moments in a lot of ways, where you kind of end the movie and it's like, damn, this is something where it's going to have to sit with me for a little to kind of really feel all of the emotions properly, because that was a lot.
It just turned so quickly that I just wasn't even
like prepared for it.
No. Damn. I mean, watching Keating taking that book out of Neil's desk and rereading kind of like the
like opening poem.
Yeah, for the Dead Poets Society, that part hit hard.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like this movie was fantastic. Not at all what I was anticipating this being about.
I definitely enjoy this. This is definitely a movie that's going to sit with me for a little bit. It was great that it was recommended so that we were able to experience it.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad we watched this one.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.